It's a cooperative game, and I'm going to be playing it two-handed, meaning that I'm going to simulate a two-player play. Cooperative game where basically we're going to go through a mission. Now the core box has two different missions in it, but the missions are very customizable. We got a lot of different things that can go on in the mission, and the mission deck is already prepped over here, but I'll show you kind of what the missions look like. So these are the missions. We're going to go through 3 key missions, and then if we can succeed without losing the game by running out of this threat marker, or the Cobra Battalion kind of takes over our market here, we become victorious, and we save the world, I guess. There's actually a lot going on in this game. The game is pretty cool and pretty dynamic. There's a lot of really cool mechanics going on. So yeah, as we kind of go through, I'm going to give an overview of the game and then just ask questions if you have questions as we go through it, but I'm excited to talk about it. You get a asymmetrical power, and the asymmetrical power is a single card in your deck, and it kind of dictates what your Joe is good at. And so I'm going to be playing Duke, and I'm going to be playing Lady J. Hey, Angus Adam, how's it going? Welcome. Glad you're here. I saw that you have been playing this for a while and totally love it. That's awesome. I'm really excited. Yeah, it's good. Like it's way, I enjoy it way more than I thought I would. I came into the game G.I. Joe is not a IP or a theme that like grabs me, right? But the gameplay is very, very, very solid. So I'm playing Duke over here. We have an upgraded version of our leader and then a non-upgraded version of our leader, Duke. So these are the two versions of the leader. I'll show them right there. We start with the non-upgraded version, but we can spend 6 money at some point during the game to swap these cards out and get the significantly better, way cooler Duke in our deck. But those are going to stay out over there. And then we also have Lady J over here as well, who will set out, but she starts in her own set right there. The rulebook for this is pretty bad. This teach will help me people better than the official rulebook. I am not exaggerating when I say that I think this may be the worst rulebook I've ever had to learn. I didn't learn the game from it. I learned from the Board Game Coffee teach through, or the teach. It's bad. And yes, that is something that we definitely should talk about, because the rulebook is horrendous. It's bad. But I think I've got it. And hopefully, like, if people in the chat have played before, Angus, if I make rules mistake, please call me out on it, because I'm going to play it as I've been playing it the last 5 times I've played, and we'll see if that's actually true. But yes, hopefully I can explain it in a way that is a little bit more, a little bit easier to follow than the rulebook was. It's such a fun take on a deck builder. It really is. It has so many cool mechanics. Hey, good day, good day, good day. So, the anatomy of a card. Cost is in the top left, kind of similar to mini deck builders. Under that, there's a little star. These are the points that you can use to buy more cards. So we have service rifles, which are coppers in the game. They are a 2/2, and then we'll go over the effects and what cards do here in a second. But then also all of these are cards that you can add into your deck. Now, this is a deck building game that follows the river market that was made popular by Ascension. Or I think Ascension actually created it. Maybe not, but I know it was at least made popular by it. Meaning that whenever we buy a card, a new card from the deck will refill its spot. And as far as I know, these are all unique cards. So it's not like Dominion, where it's a set market where we would have buy a muskrat, refill with a muskrat. It's going to be a random distribution. I have one game in my collection that I keep just because of how bad the rulebook is. What game is that? What game is that? Hey, Canadian, how's it going? Hey, Canadian. Yep. They also have a ability. So this is our GI. This is our copper in Dominion terms, right? So 0 generates 1 money. The idea of the game is to ramp into a better deck. Did you change your point system on here? I don't feel like I gained like I used to. I didn't. I didn't even know I could. Nelson has G.I. Joe. I know this game. It's tough but fun. It's fun. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. Also, hey, Trap It. Yo, Joe, this game is fun, but the dice hate me. Hey, Gorismo. How's it going? Okay. Here's my hydrate. The main thing. Go, Joe. Go, Joe. Are you going to play the long version? I'm playing Mission 1. So, no? Whoever Joe is. Joe, we are all Joe. We are all Joe. So, card anatomy here. We got a 0, generates 1. And it says, if this card is used as part of a successful mission, you may destroy this card. Trash, as in like you toss it out and it's no longer in your deck. Typically a very powerful thing to do in a deck building game. What's a mission? Now, a mission is kind of the core mechanic in this game and how we are going to progress through our mission deck here and take care of Cobra battalions and officers and everything that's going to come out to hinder our progress. Are you doing 6 missions or 9? The long is 9, the 6 is shorter. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. 9 missions. Yeah, I won't shame them because it's a small indie game. Oh, they realized how bad it was, so they created a YouTube how to play it. Oh, that's good. I respect that they recognized and fixed. So let's look at, actually, you know what? I'm going to, because I don't necessarily know what the next card is, you build this deck blind. And so I'm going to use a card over here to kind of demonstrate what a mission looks like. And these are story missions. So we're going to be walking through the story here. There's a few expansions as well. Yeah, there's a couple of expansions. I bought the, I was going to call it the Frostwild Scorch. That's not it. I have one of the expansions, but I don't remember. It's the winter one, whatever it is. But here is a story mission. And once we complete the 9th mission, we either win or lose the game. So here shows the type of vehicle that is kind of preferred for the mission type. This is how many complications the mission is going to bring in. This is our target value for the mission. That's going to be a 4. It has a ongoing or an immediate. It's going to be a negative thing. Cold snap. Yes, thank you. And then regardless of if you fail or succeed a mission, unless it explicitly says so, you go to the next mission. And so the top part there is our benefit for passing. Bottom is the penalty for failing the mission. So this one says that on a success, -1 threat, which is our threat tracker here, which is one of our loss conditions, and a target player draws a card. On a failure, we increase our threat by 1, shuffle 3 random 3 cards into the complication deck. As we go through, we're going to hit kind of checkpoints in this deck, where the first part we're going to play with level 1, then 2, then 3 complication cards, and they get worse because you are getting better. So that's kind of what that looks like. Now, how do you go on missions? Missions are dictated by dice, and the number of dice you roll is determined by the Joes that you send on said mission. And so if you send a GI is the starting Joe. He's just out there. He's gonna roll 1 die. The die distribution is we have 2 single successes, 3 0 successes, and then a double success on one side. So it's roughly about a 67% chance that you roll a single success on that. I think. Yeah. Math. Shadow of the Serpent gives you a base you have to protect, but can't up. Oh, that's sick. That's really cool. Yeah, I bought Cold Snap just because I heard that the expansions really do up this game's like replayability and stuff. Which I haven't even played the second mission. We've just played the first mission just because I really wanted to hammer down the rules and everything. So you're gonna send Joes on the mission. And the way you do that is you choose a vehicle from the hangar. And this is, I think, the coolest part, my favorite part about the game. We have the Vamp, which is our starting vehicle. Now, if we buy another vehicle, and we have the Skyhawk here in we'll just call this trade row. We buy it, it goes into the hangar, and we can now use this as one of our vehicles. Each vehicle, let's look at the Vamp. Actually, no, let's look at the Skyhawk because it's going to give us a little bit more anatomy right here. So the top left is the cost right there. The number below it is the number of Joes that it can carry. So this can only carry 2 Joes, whereas our Vamp here can carry 4 Joes. You see that little 4 under the 0 cost? And then this is an airplane, so you can see that symbol there. Now, let me find a... Yeah, here we go. So here's a mission that has an airplane target right above that 2 right here. So if you have an airplane, you get a additional benefit, but you can take any vehicle on any mission that you want. But if we had an airplane and we could get the benefit down there listed under the airplane. Now this Skyhawk is kind of cool because it gives us a +3 vehicles and a +2 recon. What the heck does that mean? Let's look at this. When we're going on a mission, next to this success or failure number, we have 2 traits. And either it's an or it's an and trait. This one is an or, so we're going to pick one. This one has a tech or a recon. So if we took our Skyhawk with the +2 recon there, we would get +2 dice to roll on our mission attempt. So that's what offsets not being able to send as many Joes. Also, some of our Joes, actually all of our Joes except for our starting ones, have numbers here. So this Joe, Duke, is going to be committing 1 dice to the test. If we are going on a recon or a marksman, we instead commit 3 dice for this Joe, and then we can trigger any benefit. GIs are always just 1, but like Muskrat up here is a 3 stealth, Jinx is a 4 martial arts. So you kind of want to build your deck and make it dynamic enough to make sure that you can tackle any type of mission. I got this in a trade. Haven't played it yet. Maybe this will get me ready to play it. Have you played the DC deck building game? I hope it does. This game's awesome. I hope you enjoy it. And I have played the DC deck building game. I like this one more. But I like the DC IP more. Where are we at? Okay, so when you take a vehicle on a mission, the lead player, the current player, has to start a mission. They choose a transport, and they have a Joe that goes on the mission. At this point, anybody at the table can commit Joes to the mission. So if we wanted to, this player over here could say, I'm going to commit this Joe, and maybe we'll commit a Joe over here. So we have 3, and our Vamp can carry 4. Now, if we were going with the Skyhawk, we could only choose 2 of these, but this Vamp is able to carry 4. We would count up how many, and so if this is the one that we're going at, probably not the best option here, but we're success value of 4. We would roll 3 dice because 3 GIs we would roll. We got 2 successes, that would be a failure. You're looking to meet or exceed the target value. The DC deck building game makes me so sad because its solo gameplay or co-op gameplay sucks compared to most deck building games. Yeah. I don't know what Nelson said, but I like DC Crisis games. DC is one of my favorite IPs. Nice. Yeah. Is the expansion for the... Oh, okay. Okay. I think I played 1 expansion when I went through the DC deck building game. Okay. Active players who commit Joes, they stay on the table, and whatever you use to commit to the mission is going to be... They're going to contribute money to buy later. Any Joe that was committed by a non-active player gets discarded. So you kind of have to weigh the benefits there because yes, you're going to commit more to the test, but then on your next turn, you're going to have more or less to buy money or buy new cards for. If you use the Vamp goes back to the hangar. You're always going to have the Vamp. If you use a non-Vamp, whoever the active player is, it goes in their discard pile. And then when they draw it, they will put it back in the hangar for use later. There are modifications to the mission. So like one of our starting cards here is a secondary effort. It has that little mission symbol under kind of in the bottom text box there. Has a little M. It says re-roll 1 dice. So after we rolled our dice, this was it. We could play this and re-roll that die. And hey, look at that. We actually now succeed. So that's one way you can do that. And then there's going to be tech. There's going to be a ton of different things that are going to change how you go on missions. So like Jinx is one of, I really like Jinx. She's a 4 martial arts. And she says that if Jinx defeats a story mission, return her to your hand. So this is nice because Jinx can then go do another maybe global mission or a side mission. Or if you are off turn, you can commit Jinx, and if you succeed, awesome, she comes back to your hand. You're going to be able to use her for your 1 money next turn. Good evening, Captain Atreides. How's it going? Sweet. When you buy a card in this game, it goes onto the top of your deck. So that's cool. That's a nice little way to start planning your next turn. Also, if you are playing 1 or 2 player, you have this reserve. I'm probably going to move this because this thing annoys me. But you can take at any point in your turn a card from your hand, put it on your reserve. At the end of your turn, when you draw up to your hand size, you will draw your 5 cards and then add the card from your reserve to your hand. So it's a little balancing to help out with the lower player counts. It's really nice. It's really, really nice to be able to do that. At the end of each round, so this is going to be our first player. So we're going to take a turn, go through end of round. Every single round, this is going to go up. And actually, I just kind of realized this. Maybe someone out there in the world knows this. But number 2 is this increases. Does it also increase again? Does it increase twice? Again, the rules and everything could be improved. What we have been playing is that it increases, and you follow any of the negative effects here. So at the end of the round, if you're in the yellow, you add a Cobra Battalion to the leftmost card in our trade row here. Cobra Battalion is a side mission, target value of 2, any skill, and it just covers up a card. You cannot buy that card. If we ever play 6 Cobra Battalions, we lose the game. So it's another loss condition. We can't just let them take over our recruitment process. Let me look at that, because that would make the game much harder. End of a round. Once all players have completed 1 turn, the round is over. This is denotated by the end of round token. At this time, resolve any end of round effects in the order listed on the end of round token. Resolve end of round effects on this order. Story mission. Depending on the color your threat is in, green it goes up 2, yellow it only goes up 1. Oh, okay. I got it. Okay, that makes sense. Cool. Thank you. So if it's here, it would go up 2. Versus because part of it is going up 1. That makes sense. Cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yep. So yeah, we're going to go back and forth, play until we lose or hopefully win. Whenever we complete a mission, we're going to set it off camera because I ran out of room here. But there's success and failure missions. Or failure, so like if we pass this one, we would put it under the success marker, and that could have future implications based on, future missions. But I will keep that over there. This is going away. There are Cobra officers that will come into play. There are Cobra troopers, which are like curses, and we're just going to kind of dive in because I think that gives enough of an idea, and I can explain as we go along. So we're going to shuffle up. It is very important, the turn or the sequence that you walk through, how things activate when they activate. I have this over here, so hopefully I can hopefully I can remember that. So everyone gets 5 cards. This is the first time I played this game two-handed, so hopefully my brain doesn't explode. We should be fine. In round 1, starting round only, we don't activate a story mission. Seems like it's a really fun game. It's a really fun game. So we, at the start of our turn, if there's not an active mission, we add an active mission. This is skipped in the first round of the game. It gives you a little bit of time to kind of build a little bit. And so let's see what we got. We got Duke, Put 1 GI from your discard pile into your hand. This is one of the abilities on our leader. We got a GI, a secondary effort, a GI, and a GI. So we don't have any missions that we can go on. And the way that it works is you go start phase, action phase, where you do all your missions. You have to do global missions, then you can do side missions. Global missions anyone can contribute to. Side missions only you can contribute to, but you can still take any vehicle you want. Then you go into your recruit, then you're in phase. It's better two-handed as the comm starter card. Solo stinks. I've played it 2-player. My wife and I have played it, but I haven't played it. I haven't done all the big brain stuff by myself. So we're looking here. We're gonna go directly into our recruit phase. Let's go. Hey there, Maddie, the Diamond's Edge. Thank you for the subscription to Tier 1. You're amazing. I guess there's a G.I. Joe card game, and now I know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Heck yeah. Beautiful. I love it. So we have 4 money. And so expert training here, if you control a leader, it's 2. We could buy the Skyhawk. We could buy reinforcements over here. You may gain 2 money. If you do, put the next card you recruit this turn on into a teammate's hand. That's pretty cool. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to spend, I guess we would know this. We only have 2 money over here. So we're going to leave Muskrat over there. So let's spend 3. We're going to choose to save Duke for our next turn. And we're going to buy Jinx. Now, when we buy a card, it goes to the top of our deck. These go in our discard pile, which is kind of off screen, I guess. And then we draw up to 5 cards. After we draw, we add any set aside cards back to our hand. So now this is our hand. At this point, we would do any end of turn effects, which there are not any right now, but there will be very soon. Over here, we got a really exciting hand. There's a utility in play in this mission, +1 wild skill, or draw a card. That's Lady J's ability. Oh, and this automatically fills in. So we got a mainframe Joe. He's a 3/2/4 tech, so that's kind of nice. We know we have tech coming. I wish we could have spent some money on him. Muskrat is a little sad because he doesn't generate any money. Yes, Duke, not to be confused with the Arkham Horror dog character of the same name. They do have the same tenacity, though. We could always buy a service rifle. I feel like a service rifle is not the worst thing to do. We know we're going to have a lot of Joes in our next hand that we can commit to protect the satellite if we want. I think what we're going to do is set aside secondary unit. We're going to spend 2 here. Heck, we're going to take Muskrat Joe. Put him on the top. Discard. Draw up to 5, then add any set aside cards to your hand. This is going to be all of our Joes. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Duke the Investigator with his companion Pete. Yes. His ally. So any story missions, card effects, or threat meter. So threat meter, nothing. And then we increase this by 1. Boom, that goes up. And now we're on to round 2. At the start of our turn over here, we check to see if there's an active story. There's not an active story, so we have to put the top deck of the story into play. This is Protect the Satellite. This is a story mission. Cobra has used a mysterious device to teleport a massive battalion into the facility to steal their military satellite. So, bad stuff is happening. Bad stuff. This, we like to go at this with tanks. And it comes in with 2 complications. I forgot to set up the complication deck. That's level 3. We don't want those. So these are the level 1 complications. Also, what is this? Does anyone know what this card is? I can't figure it out. It does not have a number down here in the bottom, so I don't think it's part of any complication deck. I brought it here because I was like, maybe someone who's watching knows, because I have no idea. Like, the rulebook doesn't even mention the service rifle deck, so I just have left that out of the deck. I think that card has an errata. Okay, cool. Well, that's good. Thank you. That's really funny. Okay, So we got our complication deck. This comes in with 2 complications. These are face down and will remain face down until we go on the mission attempt. These are going to be bad for us. We don't like those. Okay. At this point, we can check and see what's going on. This says, when this card enters play, add 2 Cobra Battalions to the lineup. So Cobra Battalion covers the leftmost. We consider this the leftmost here. So Cobra Battalions. These are, players cannot interact with these. Target value of 2. It's a side mission, any one skill. Apparently Act 3 complication, they messed up this card when printing. Oh, okay, cool. That's good to know. Thank you. I appreciate it. Shuffle it into the Act 3 stack. Okay. This is a marksman or tech, and we are covering a 4 tech, so that would be really nice to get and take it on. Our comms card, we can choose and discard 1 uncovered card from the lineup and replace it, or we can choose a teammate with 3 or less cards in their hand to draw a card. Just read it off Board Game Geek. Awesome, thank you. So our success here is that of 4, we can commit 0. Yeah, we can commit 0 to it. So I don't think that that's going to be what we're going to do. I think we're going to kind of focus our turn on maybe clearing some of these Cobra Battalions and hopefully maybe buying a tech so that we can assist our other player in taking this on. So let's move directly past the group mission phase and into the side mission phase. Now, side missions, no teammate can help. We're going to choose, and let's fight this guy. This one with the tech. We're going to choose martial arts. So the Cobra guys covered up your lineup cards. Yes. Yeah. So when the Cobra Battalion comes out, they cover up the leftmost card here. And then if we ever have to place a 6th Cobra Battalion, we lose. We lose the game. It is really cool. It's really cool, right? So let's do our first mission here. So we have the Vamp. We're going to choose the Vamp, and we're going to lead the mission with Jinx. So this Cobra Battalion says any one skill, we can test any one skill on it. So we're going to see, this has 2. We're going to do martial arts. So Jinx has 4. If this was a global mission, this would be the time where any other player could step in. But this is not a global mission. But let's go ahead and commit a GI to it. We can hold up to 4. That's going to allow us to roll 5 dice. 5 dice for 2. We are really good at our jobs. And so this Cobra Battalion goes back here. The Vamp returns here, and since we're the active player, these stay in play, and we can use this money in a second. We can continue on doing this. So let's go Vamp. You know what? Actually, we're gonna destroy this GI, because if the GI is part of a successful mission, we can destroy the card. We're gonna thin that deck just a little bit. I'm thinking. I'm trying to figure out if I want to commit all of these. I think I probably am, because the other thing that I could do is commit only 2 and then set 1 aside. But I think we're just going to commit all 4. We're going to go against this Cobra Battalion here. We're going to choose Recon. So Duke's going to contribute 2 dice. Our GIs are going to contribute 1 dice each. I'm going to roll, and we got that success of 2 right there. So let's go. So that's going to go there. Now, let's take a look at Lowlight. Lowlight Joe here has a additional benefit if our threat meter is in red. So he commits 3 tracker, but if we are in red, he gets a +1 wild dice. Wild dice means any type of attribute. Vamp goes back here. We have 4 to buy. We are going to go ahead and buy the mainframe Joe. Put that on the top because we know that that's a tech. And so I think we're going to attack the tech over here on our turn. This fills in. We do have 1. We have Lightfoot Joe. If this mission fails, you may defeat 1 Cobra Battalion in the lineup. That's cool. Okay. These all go over here. We're setting this aside, so we'll draw that back up. 2. You don't have to take an encounter card when you shuffle your deck in this game, which is pretty nice. It's a nice change of pace from Champions. I like that. So that's 5. Let's see what we got. Okay, we got mainframe 2 GIs. We got a second effort. If you are the active player, you can play any tech or any attribute cards. If you are not, you have to be on the mission, and then you can play any of these mission cards. So like we were talking about earlier with that M in there, that means that we can reroll 1 die. I can only play this if I am on the current mission. I can't have this player come in and do everything and then me not be on the mission. I cannot affect the mission at that point. Speaking of doing everything, let's go ahead and... What's the worst that could happen? Do we just go for it? We know we have a 4. I love that Joes pay for recruiting after doing a mission. Yeah, you don't have to make the decision on if they're going on a mission or if they're recruiting, but if it's an off turn, you do have to make that decision. It's very clean. It's very, very clean. Okay, so we know we have a 4. Let's go ahead and start the mission with a vamp. Roll 5 dice. With the vamp and Muskrat Joe, roll 5 dice for each double hit rolled plus 1 hit to the mission. Nice. So we'll do that here in a second. But at this point, it's a call and response. So this player is calling out. We're going to see if anyone wants to help out. And because this player is the jerk, we're going to say no. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to commit mainframe Joe here. Now our vamp has a capacity of 4. One of the things that I want to be cognizant of when I'm doing this is if you don't have any Joes in your hand, you cannot start a mission. You have to have a Joe to start a mission. And so I think I want to hang on to these GIs just in case I need to start a mission. I could maybe commit one of them, but I feel like the flexibility of holding on to that as well as the money of holding on to that is going to be worth it. This is my hand. Okay. I was like, uh-oh. So we're going to go ahead and commit 2 other Joes here. So at this point, let's look at the mission card because I want to walk through it and make sure that we have it correct. Choose 1 Joe and 1 transport. Add Joes up to the transport's value. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, value of 4. Group mission, all players may join. Side missions, only you may join. Resolve any complications. So our first one here is a side mission, precision strike. At the end of your turn, we increase the threat meter by 1. Do we hang on to any Joes? We did. So this goes in front of this player. This is a side mission only they can interact with. And it can be taken on with tech and martial arts. So we can commit tech and martial arts. It's a summation of those values here. And that's just going to stay out and increase threat forever. And it's going to be very sad. And we got a precision strike. This is actually really nice because we got... Oh, wait, no, it's bad. It's bad. I thought it was a different version of a card. It's not. So this is at the end of your next turn. Fail the current story mission and discard this card. So this comes over here. That's a recon stealth. So this doesn't have any effect right now, but next turn we will just fail the mission and we don't want to do that. So now we count up our dice. We've got 4, 5, 6, 7. We're rolling for a 4. You get to decide who gets the... Oh, you get to decide who gets the side missions. I didn't think I knew that. That makes it better. Cool. Let's throw the override security system over here at the end of your turn plus 1 threat. Yeah. Because I don't know if I can beat that, but I'd rather not fail here. Alrighty, so we're rolling 7. We're trying to get 4. Oh my gosh, look at us go. We got 6. Is the game too easy? It's not. It's not. So we complete it. Unfortunately, the success, which actually maybe one of the things that we should have done is seen that the success benefit here is that we get to increase our threat by 2, but we can never go back and do the blue. So we don't really get a benefit, but there we go. I put that under like our success marker over here off screen. Okay. Vamp goes back. These stay out. This one from our player over here gets put in our discard pile. And I'm going to delineate these more because I can see myself getting tripped up and putting them in the wrong deck. Also, we didn't even have to roll our 5 dice to see if we got one hit. Okay, let's use a vamp to take on Disrupt the Drone Strike. So we're going to roll 2 dice against a 2. We'll play second effort. We will re-roll one of the dice. Nah, not enough. So that stays here. Vamp goes back. We've got 4 money to buy. Choose one Joe on this mission. Their highest skill becomes a wild. That sounds pretty cool. Let's try that. Oh, we got Torpedo Joe. A 5 cost, 2/3/3 stealth martial arts. If seaport transport is used, we get +2 wild skill. That's pretty cool. In the expansions, do they add different types of transportation? Or is that something that kind of remains constant through the just the 3 modes of transportation? Okay. We draw 2. Shuffle these up. That is cool that you get to choose who gets the side missions. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. We got 3 cards here. Cool. Okay. Story mission. Nope. Card effects. Nope. Threat meter. Go up. And then we go up because we always increase it by 1. They're new vehicles, but I think the transport symbols are different. But I don't think the transport... Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Cool. Alrighty. Let's go over to our first player over here. Now, I kind of want to get rid of that. That seems pretty good. But the first thing we do is we put the top card of this deck into play. Prevent the satellite launch. If Cobra is able to launch the satellite into space, their device can pinpoint any target in the world. That seems not great. At the end of each player's turn, they gain 1 Cobra Trooper. This is a negative effect. Goes into your deck, and it's like a side mission that it's a curse. On a success, decrease this by 2. On a failure, we increase it by 1 and put Baroness into play. Baroness is one of our Cobra leaders. These are all very bad. They're just going to be more global things that we have to take care of. There's also a Transformers crossover expansion where their Autobots become a vehicle and go on missions, and Joe and Robot. That's sick. That's so cool. I've heard about the that's cool. Cobra Troopers are kind of like the wounds in Legendary. Yeah, yeah. I always revert to Dominion lingo, my Dominion lexicon with curses, where it's like bad things in your deck. But yeah, wounds in Legendary. I haven't played Legendary Marvel in a long time. Wow. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and use our vamp to go 2 GIs here on Override Security System. We need 2 successes. There's 1 success. We're going to choose and re-roll. Hey, look at that. Let's go. So this gets discarded. Then I'm going to play this card, or our vamp goes back. We're going to play this card. If you defeated a side mission this turn, we just did, we get to decrease our threat by 1. Let's go. I don't know what to do with this comms card. I need to, I guess, be a little bit more aggressive with, I guess? I don't know. It's weird. Does the new story get complications? Yes, it does. Thank you very much. We got 1 complication here on the story. Good call. Good catch. Yes. Okay, so we could play the comms to cycle a card if we want. What do we have? How much money do we have over here? Oh, we got 5, so we're probably taking Torpedo Joe. But you don't reveal it until you attempt it. Oh yeah, but I just put it here to remind myself. Is this game worth getting for $32? Yeah, I would say so. Better options out there. I have the Arkham Horror Core and a full set of Pathfinder Skull and Shackles. How is this one different or better? Is it $32 worth a punt? I would say they're very different games, right? Like Pathfinder and Arkham Horror are like living card games where a lot of the game is outside the game, where you're building a deck, constructing that, bringing that to the table and playing. In this deck, you start out with a 10 card deck. And if you ever played Dominion, Marvel Legendary, Ascension, it's that type of game where you're going to be adding and modifying cards, and it's a very like contained experience. I would say that $32 is worth it. I've been very impressed with this game. I think that's about what I paid for it. I think. Let's cycle this. I don't know. Let's cycle into a Zap. We're going to we got low light. We're going to grab a service rifle. I think that's going to help us ramp our deck a little bit quicker. This company has another deck building game I really want to try, which is the Transformers one. So when I said earlier that this potentially has the worst rulebook that I've ever read, that title is in contention with the Transformers rulebook. It's so bad. It's that Mage Knight is pretty bad as well. I think those are Spirit Island's not a great rulebook either. You do draw your okay, sweet, nice. This company, but I can't recommend or not recommend the Transformers game. I tried it at like 2 a.m. at Gen Con, and it was a negative experience. That's not the game's fault. It could be a Renegade game. I think it is. I don't know what it is, but like, it's bad. Sounds good. I worked on G.I. Joe video game a couple years ago, and I ended up with a soft spot for the. That's awesome. That's really cool. Yeah, no. If you like the IP, get it. Yeah, absolutely. This game is a bit more casual than Transformers, but still, it sounds like a solid game. Yeah. Okay. At the end of each player's turn, we gain a Cobra Trooper. So we get a Cobra Trooper. When it's gained, you place into your discard pile. It's any one skill. It's a negative card draw. You're reducing the card draw in your deck, which is bad. Gotta run. Have fun. Hope you post this later. I will. Don't worry. Yeah. Go have some Skyline chili. Alrighty. See you around. Peace. So we definitely want to get rid of that. And I don't feel like I can go on this mission here. So let's take a vamp into Disrupt the Drone Strike. We'll go 3. We'll go 3 on Disrupt the Drone Strike. We do have a reroll, but we don't need it. Boom, just like that. That is discarded. So at the end of our turn, we would have failed, but we got rid of that, so we're good. Vamp goes back. We're going to hang on to... Ooh... What are we at? We're at Stealth and Explosives, Martial Arts and Explosives. This is Stealth and Explosives. I'm trying to figure out if I want to hang on to my Drone Strike for another turn. No, we're going to play this, and we're going to second effort be the card that we hang on to. We can take 5 and grab Torpedo Joe. I like Torpedo Joe. Transformers is Renegade. They also have Power Rangers. My fingers crossed for He-Man next. Ooh, nice. We got Scuba Gear. Oh, this has to go with the one that we just bought, right? So Scuba Gear 5/3. Ooh, that's nice. Target player draws 2 cards. Target player draws 3 cards instead, and if we're on a sea vessel. That's cool. Yeah. The amount of like spaces that they can push this design is so freaking cool. We do know that our next mission over here is going to be a plane, so we might want to look at investing in buying the Skyhawk so that we can take this out. We get a Cobra Trooper. Renegade does G.I. Joe, Power Rangers, and Transformer. Nice. Okay. Uh, story effects. Nope. Card effects. Threat meter goes up, and then we go up one. All deck building games. Yeah, I remember it was a couple years ago they announced kind of like their big, like, ambitious deck building movements, and the games, from what I can tell, are solid. I guess this is the only one I've really played, so maybe I can't say that. Okay. Oh, we are ready to go. We got Jinx over here with a 4 martial arts. We got Torpedo Joe with a 3 martial arts. Man, we're gonna have some fun. Let's go. Oh, heck yeah. So we're gonna start the mission with Jinx. We're going to over here commit Torpedo Joe. Just tech. We have stealth. Okay, so we have stealth here from Muskrat Joe next turn, which is pretty great. Let's go ahead and commit. Let's commit 1 GI. So that's gonna be 4, 7, 8. We're shooting for 5. I think statistically we want 9 dice to hit that 5 reliably, but we do have a reroll here, which is pretty nice. Yeah, they do have unique mechanics. I will say that. Yeah, they feel very unique when it comes to like deck building mechanics. We'd love to see you go into Cold Snap after you beat this. I'm not going to be able to do that tonight, but we'll bring it back out on stream, definitely. This is a game I'm really enjoying, yeah. We're going to commit one more Joe. We're going to commit one more Joe. Mainly, if this is a side mission, we do have a service rifle, so we could potentially take it on. But that's going to be our cap there. Complication resolves. Hey, put Major Blood into play. Uh-oh. So Major Blood is one of our officers. The first time I drew that card, I did not know that he was an officer. I was like, I don't know what this card is trying to tell me to do. Just put him into play. I was like, I don't know what that means. So Major Blood is an officer. This is a group mission, so anyone can contribute to him. He's 4 marksman vehicles. At the start of each player's turn, place 1 Cobra Battalion on an uncovered card in the lineup with a cost 5 or plus. And so he is just kind of floating out here, and we're going to have to take care of him eventually. Angry Old Nerd, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I love the username. That's how you... Welcome to the stream. Thank you. Okay, so we're rolling, what did I say? 9? 7, 9. We're going for 5. Look at that. Oh, that's 4. So we get 1 more die. There's only 8 dice. There we go. Perfect. What did I tell you? We needed to roll 9 to hit it reliably, statistically. I mean, we got this. If Jinx defeats the story mission, we get to return it to our hand. And then we're going to destroy this GI. We got 2, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll destroy... Actually, we're going to destroy both these GIs, potentially. We're going to destroy one of the GIs. Okay. Vamp goes here. This completes. We get to reduce this threat by 2. It goes into our yay pile. Now, this does not come out until the start of the next player's turn. So we can't, like, just crank through some of these missions. Now we could go on and take on Major Blood. Start of each player's turn. We got a marksman and a vehicles. We really don't have anything for that. I'm not sure if there's any negative. I don't think there's any negative penalty to trying it. Torpedo Joe is discarded though, unfortunately. So I think we're just going to... I mean, we would have to roll 2 doubles. The likelihood of that happening is just not there. But I don't think that there's any negative. Is this true? So I'm two-handing this right now. Yeah, Javier. Yeah, so one player over here, one player over here. You can play this game true solo, but the interactions, I've only played it two-player, two-handed before, and I think that it works really well there. So after mission is complete, He just stays out if you fail. So there's no reason for us not to take this on. So let's roll 2 doubles. Oh, that'd been hype. Never mind. Okay, Vamp goes over there. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5. We could take the scuba gear. No, I want to set up the Skyhawk. We're going to set up the Skyhawk, so that goes into the hangar. So we now have this, and we have a matching symbol over here. So we can get some bonuses if we line it up, or since we were lining that up. And whenever you buy it, it goes directly into the hangar. And that's going to fill in with the Tomahawk. Oh, yes. Tomahawk is a 5 cost, can transport up to 5 Joes, the airplane, plus 2 explosives, plus 3 tracker. Nice. So we've spent 3. We still have 2 to buy. We got tracker up there. I don't think I have any tracker in this deck, so it may be worth just investing in the tracker as opposed to a service rifle. Let's go ahead and grab that. We got the proximity mine. Discard 1 reveal complication, draw another, and resolve it immediately. See, that seems like a dangerous card. I don't know. We have no end of turn effects. There's our Duke. Now we're getting to the point where we could potentially promote Duke. And the way that you do that is if your leader is in play, you can spend 6. I think it's 6 for every single leader in the core game. That may change to swap that card with the upgraded version. So right now Duke has a 2 recon, he generates 1. When he is promoted, he generates 2. He has a 3 recon, a 3 marksman, and you can put 1 GI from your discard pile into your hand, and GIs on this mission gain an additional +1 skill. So the GIs get better. I wouldn't say they're good, but they get better. So that's kind of cool. We got Duke, GI, second effort, and Jinx. Nice. The mine helps deal with the fail store. Oh, that's true. Good call. Yeah. That's big brain play right there. Okay. So this is where the sequencing kind of matters. Maybe not. So we refill the story mission. So this is rescue the scientist. Scientist doesn't look like she's in a super great position there. The scientist responsible for the mass device technology should know how to counteract its effects, but the scientist is in Cobra's clutches. Add complications to this mission equal to the number of players. At the end of each round, each player gains a Cobra Trooper. So it's going to be 1, 2. On a success, -1, target player draws 2 cards. On a failure, +2, each player gains a Cobra Trooper. Not great. Unless you draw into another one. Well, if you draw into another one, it would be your next turn that you would fail it, right? Like you would delay it a turn at least. And it's a 2 for 2, so I mean it at least generates that. Now we look at mission effects, Cobra effects, and Joe effects. At the start of each player's turn, place 1 Cobra battalion. Here. Our success value here is 4. How are we feeling about that? We got stealth. So Skyhawk, if we go on it after the mission ends, we get to actually just return this to the hangar. We get +2 vehicles, +2 recon. That actually doesn't really help us. Maybe I got a little excited about recruiting the Skyhawk. Maybe that wasn't the best call there. So we can go 3, and then we also get the roll the 5 dice there. Yeah. We could also try and take out Major Blood. Marksman and vehicles. We really don't have too much going on there. Let's +2, each player gains a Cobra Trooper. If we roll in at 3, 4, 5, 6. Rolling at 6, we have 2 rerolls. 8 to 4. Never tell me the odds. I believe blood adds a cobra. Yeah, I put it right there. Good, thank you. You know what? We're here to have fun, so let's take the vamp. This is a bad call. Whoa, why not? We're gonna go take the vamp. We're gonna start it with Muskrat Joe. So I think I can just do this now. So let's roll 5 dice. Every double is a extra hit. Oh, nice. We got 1 hit. So now our target value is 3. We're going to commit Jinx, because if we actually do win here, we actually get to pop her back to our hand. Jinx, GI, at least a GI. We're going to hang on to Duke, because Duke can pull that GI right back. And I think we're going to hang on to Lady J, because then we can start another mission. So let's go with our last GI over here. Got a complication. Complication. Discard 1 Joe from this mission. Alrighty, there goes GI. And then we got surprise attack plus 1 threat. So some of these are lingering effects. Some of these come in and hit you immediately. Oh, to a 5 cost card. You're right. Yes, you are so right. Thank you. Good call. Good call. I just read that he added I just remembered. But yeah, he needs to go there. Good catch. Okay, so we are rolling. We need a success of 3. We're rolling 3, 4, 5 dice. Come on, 3. Oh, phew. Usually it doesn't go this well, but I'm happy it is. Go there. Jinx gets to pop back to her hand because she defeated a story mission. We're going to reduce that. This goes under our success stack. And target player gets to draw 2 cards. I think we're going to give that to this character over here. We got a GI and a GI. Actually, I'm going to trash this GI. Because he was part of a successful mission, so I get to trash a GI. Okay. At this point, we can go on another mission if we wanted to. We're definitely going to go and take out the Cobra Battalion, because I want to be able to reduce our threat, which we can do with the Diffuse. Major Blood is still here. Major Blood is an issue, so we may... It's a Marksman Vehicles, which we just don't have. It's just not something that we're set up to take on. And so we could roll 3 dice at him, but I don't... with a reroll. We could commit over here, actually. We'll go 4 with 2 rerolls. That's really not good odds. I don't like that at all. So let's fine. Let's vamp on the Cobra Battalion. So we're gonna choose tech. So we're rolling 4 dice. Oh, look at that. We got it. There goes that. We're going to play our Diffuse to reduce our threat by 1. We're going to set our reroll dice aside. We're going to hang on to that for next turn. And we got 1, 2, 3. Tech and Stealth are coming up. We got a lot of explosives. Actually, you know what? Let's use comms to... double the effect of the next gear play this turn. If this mission fails, you may defeat 1 Cobra Battalion in the lineup. Let's toss Joe, or Zap, I should say, and come in with knowing is half the battle. There it is. There's the Maddie quote. So gain a number of hits equal to half the printed difficulty of this mission rounded down, then discard this card immediately. That's cool. I don't think I've seen that card yet. That's pretty cool. We got Lightfoot. We gain 2. I think we're just gonna take Lightfoot. And then we're gonna trash these 2 Joes, because I don't think I've been trashing Joes over here when we were successful there. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, like, it's got some really cool mechanics in it. The vehicles here, the different cards contributing different types of skills. Honestly, just like the dice rolling feels not super punishing, but like enough where you have to manage it. So it feels like you roll enough dice in the game where like it the probability kind of works out. We have played games where that did not happen, but I'm really enjoying it. Yeah. So story mission, nope. Card effects, threat meter, and then that goes up. All right. Start of the turn, we're gonna add here, and we're gonna switch out a complication stack. So that last mission, which I meant to show, is gold bordered. See how it has like a gold border as opposed to the red border? That means that it's one of the I don't remember what they actually call it, but like the core mission. So that triggers that we move on to our next stage. So we're going to swap our complication deck out for the level 2 complications, and so these are hidden down here. We'll shake these up, and these are going to be just a little bit worse. So those who have played it, do you have a favorite expansion? Okay. At the start, at the end of each player's turn, they gain 1 Cobra Trooper. This comes in with 2 complications, and we like tanks against this snake robot attack, which I didn't read. Snake robot attack. Cobra left a nasty trap for the Joes. System neutralizer armed cloaking equipment emerged from the walls of the caverns to vaporize the team. Success -2, fail +2. Once your decks are built and thinned out, it becomes way more combo based. Yeah. Especially because you can like save cards and stuff. Gets pretty big brain. At the start of each player's turn, we add a Cobra Battalion to a cost of 5. I put it over the Tomahawk. And it's time to drink, says Guarismo. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, Major Blood is not helping here. Hey, Marksman. Oh, we're not ever going to be able to afford that with this deck over here. Let's go a Vamp. We're going to commit, or we're going to start, let's say we're going to start this Cobra Battalion here with Jinx. We're going to go Martial Arts. We're going to commit Duke to pull a GI, and we're going to play the GI on here as well. So we're rolling 4, 5, 6. If you have a skill that does not match what you're testing, you always get +1. Derailing here for a moment. Arkham Horror Scenario Packs. Other 2 good ones besides Excelsior Hotel. The only one I've played is... Actually, I've played 2. I've played Blob. The Blob that ate everything. And the Curse of the Rougarou. I thought Curse of the Rougarou was really good. Blob was okay. I played it solo, and I think it's kind of meant for a higher player count. Those are the only 2 I've played. But I've heard really good things about Excelsior Hotel. And... I can't give too much guidance. I'm sorry. Curse of the Rougarou I really enjoyed. We are... dude, that Cobra Battalion didn't stand a chance. Rise of the Serpent looks epic. Unfortunately, I haven't got it yet, but watched it played a lot and it seems to add to decision making, protect the base, and upgrade it to deal with the story. Cool. Yeah, I'm going into my local store tomorrow, and we'll see what they have. Forget what I was going in for. Oh, I'm pre-ordering Star Wars. They opened up the pre-orders for Star Wars Unlimited, so I'm gonna do a pre-order there. And I was gonna look for a game. I don't know. It'll come to me at some point. We're gonna hang on to Second Effort. We got 3. Let's try the Proximity Mine. And we got Deep Six Joe, Recon and Vehicles. Cobras invaded the base and prevent upgrades. Ooh, that's cool. Oh my gosh, yeah. No, it feels like they... At the end of each player's turn, they gain 1 Cobra Trooper. We got proximity mine, diffuse, GI, low light, and a GI. Start of the turn, we're going to add a Cobra Battalion to the Tomahawk here. Do we have marksman? No, we don't really have anything. You back on? Hey, I sure am. How you doing, Arscat? So, Lightfoot Joe, if this mission fails, you can defeat a Cobra Battalion in the lineup. So, we might as well just roll on Major Blood and we can defeat that Cobra Battalion. Really like the channel so far. Your passion for the games really shows and makes it an easy watch. Keep it up. Good. Oh, that makes me so happy. Thank you so very much. Makes me happy. Let's go at this Major Blood. Let's see what he's made of. So we're gonna start with Lightfoot Joe. This has a 3 explosives, which is not what we're looking for, but we at least get 1. We also have a reroll here, which is nice. Yeah, heck yeah. Ironically, it could be kind of funny. I'm kind of expecting to fail this, but if we do pass, then we don't get to defuse, which is kind of funny. So, blood with this story is rough. Yeah, I don't like it. We got 3 here. Do we want to commit? Let's commit a GI over here. And we're actually going to hang on to a GI. Because if we do pass, I want to be able to take on the Cobra Battalion. Well, actually, if we do pass, the Cobra Battalion can hang out there, and we can just hang on to the diffuse. No, we'll keep the GI. So we're going to roll 3 on 4. No. Probably not even worth a reroll at that point. So let's discard. This mission fails. We can defeat a Cobra Battalion in the lineup. Nice. And he's still hanging out there. If you defeated a side mission, reduce threat. We're going to hang on to second effort. We got a 3rd there. We can discard a uncovered card. I do like the Tomahawk. I feel like Tomahawk is going to be a nice late game thing to go for. Scuba Gear is also just really nice ramp card. Let's discard reinforcements. We're going to draw into Recovery Signal. Each player returns 1 of their Joes on this mission to their hand. Interesting. And we do have 3 money. Wow, we have such an expensive river out there, market. We'll take the Recovery Signal. And hopefully we're fine. I like to ask what's the worst that could happen. Alrighty, so we got 5 there. We get to add this. Story mission. At the end of each player's turn, we gain a Cobra Trooper. Let's remember that. So story mission, no. Card effects, no. Threat meter goes up, and then we increase threat meter by 1. Love how the theme hits. The Joes running around doing different missions. It really does feel thematic. Like wow, we have all 5s. Sniper rifle is a +2 wild skill. Woo! Alright, so it's expensive team. Yeah, it does feel like they nailed the thematics here. Start of each player's turn, we're going to place a Cobra Battalion. Throw that back on the Tomahawk. We only have 4, so that's cool. And we don't have a cycle. Bummer. What we're going to do is we're going to set the proximity mine aside. The reason we're going to do that is that's going to allow us to buy a service rifle. We're going to have at least 4, and we can kind of start that ramp a little bit. Let's go vamp on the Cobra Battalion. We're going to start it with a low light, so 3, 4. Roll 4 dice on a 2. We got it with that double. Let's go. If you defeated a side mission, reduce our threat. Boom. We got a 2. We're going to take service rifle. That goes back there. We're going to draw back up. At the end of each player's turn, they gain a Cobra Trooper. We got a lot of Cobra Troopers, team. We got 1 in this hand. We got 2 in the discard, I think, right? Yeah. Have to get rid of those. They just clog your hand. That's all they do. Yeah. But now we have, oh yeah, now we have 8 money. So we're feeling pretty good about that. So nice. Okay. This is the tech. We do have a tech. So we may make that call here in a second. Start of each player's turn, we're going to add a battalion right back to the Tomahawk. They really want that Tomahawk. Is this normally a solo game? Scott, no. No, I'm playing it and simulating it as a 2-player game. So I'm playing it as if it was a 2-player game. There is a solo mode where you would run a true solo as if you're running like 1 player at the table. But it goes up to 4 players, I want to say. I want to say it goes up to 4 players. They don't tell me on the box. TMNT would be epic in this. Oh, that'd be cool. That would be really cool. That's hype. Okay, we got a tech and a stealth. Hey, tech and stealth. That seems pretty decent to kind of think about. Okay. So tech and stealth. So we can roll 5 dice at 6 right there. Do we have anything over here? We do have a 4 tech. We're going for it. We're going for it. That's cool. And that's like the excitement of the game, is like when stars like start to line up, or if you're a better player than me and like line up the stars for you, it gets really cool. So let's take the vamp. We're going to vamp and we're going to run a stealth against here. We're going to commit a mainframe Joe. Oh, we don't have any Joes though. So that's kind of unfortunate. You have to have a Joe to start, but I feel like it's going to be worth clearing this with the 4 here. Yeah, so over here we're going to go Lady J and a GI. Why not? Let's just do it all. Oh, recovery signal. Each player returns 1 of their Joes on the mission to their hand. So there we go. We can get our Joe back. Complications. At the end of your turn, +1 threat. This is explosives or vehicles. It's a threat 3. We got... Let's give it over here. We're going to probably pull our mainframe Joe back. And we have a lot of like these service rifles. And we could actually play a proximity mine to clear that if we wanted to. Then the next one is anonymous tip-off. Each player shuffles 1 Cobra Trooper into their deck. I don't like how big this deck is. Usually I'm pretty good about thinning, but apparently I'm not. I think I'm having a hard time with Duke because Duke likes the GIs. And so I don't want to trash too many of them because I feel like that's kind of his synergy. I love that G.I. Joe has an IP. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Let's roll our 5 dice and see if we can count any hits. We cannot, but I'm glad that we got all those rolls out of the way. Let's count it up. So we're running 4. Oh, yeah. I was like reading marksman vehicles. What am I doing? No. Yeah, so we're running 4, 7, 9, 10. We're rolling 10 dice, and we're looking for a 6. 2, 4, 5. We get 2 more because we rolled 8. 7. Let's go. Let's go. That's hype. Alrighty, so success, we get to reduce this by 2. And that goes in our success stack. Nice. I need some vehicle. Oh, there's a deep 6. That's a vehicle right there. So this is going to go back here. We're gonna play recovery signal. So each player returns one of their Joes on the mission to their hand. It does say in the rulebook that you can play any of the mission cards at any point during the mission, and they recommend waiting till after you roll the dice. And so that to me says that we still get to contribute the dice. So we're gonna pop this guy back, and we're gonna pop Muskrat Joe, I guess. Nice. We're gonna actually we got 2, 4, 5. Yeah, we're gonna trash this Joe because he was part of a successful mission, so we're good. We're gonna set these right here. They're kind of still on screen. I'm not cheating, I promise. We're gonna take a Vamp. We're gonna take Muskrat Joe and GI against the Cobra Battalion here for 4 dice. No deal. Let's go second effort. We're going to play this and re-roll. Actually, yeah. Nope. And then we're going to roll 5 dice from Muskrat to see if we got any hits. We didn't. We failed the mission. Look at that. I'd rather fail that one than any of the other ones, I guess. Now we counted up. We got 2. Why did I think I had 5? I'm not destroying that Joe. Oh, maybe I counted Muskrat as 1. He's not. So we're going to keep that Joe. So we have 5. We're going to go... Got explosive and vehicles. We're going to take Deep 6. So recon vehicles. He's a 5/2. 3 recon, 2 vehicles. And then if we take a sea transport, he gets +2 wild skill. Yeah. I like that. Be honest, have you ever cheated in cards against yourself? Not really. Like I've rewound stuff. We got the gas grenade. I've rewound stuff that I would not rewind on stream. Like if I'm playing on stream, I'm stricter with what I rewind than... Wait, hold on. Okay, cool. Yeah, so if I'm not on stream, then I'll rewind and try different things. But if I'm on stream, I'm pretty strict with myself on like, well, this is new information. Usually if there's new information, then I don't like to rewind on it. Just because like, I don't know, like the fun in the game, like if you start breaking the rules of the game, that there's no fun there to try and win it. Okay. We're going to place escape on a jetpack. Sometimes the only way out is up. The Joes attempt a daring escape from a Cobra attack, but Zartan is hot on their heels. This comes in with 2 complications. We like airplanes here. At the end of each player's turn, draw 1 complication. Ooh, I don't like that. Put Zartan into play. On both a pass or a fail, it just depends on how much we're going to do this. But speaking of, we forgot to do this. Let's move that up twice. Okay. So I have to play this in my turn. So Cobra Trooper comes out. Now I kind of like the Spirit and Freedom. For each side mission you control, +1 hits on this mission. That could be really nice for this deck that has a stupid amount of side missions. Okay, we forgot to draw here. That's 5. Oh, that's a tough hand. 2 Cobra Troopers. I'll have to take those out. I think drawing the complications is so tough. No Marvel Champions, greeting from the Netherlands. Marvel Champions was this morning, I'm sorry. Baroness is coming into play next. Mission gets +1 difficulty for each mission in the success pile. Oh, and then we have to add a... We'll go there. I want to try and take out Fang Squadron or Cobra Troop. Probably Fang Squadron, but I have such a tough time doing that. Right, I'm rolling 3 on 3. without a reroll. I could take out a Cobra Battalion, but I think I'd rather just take out this Cobra Trooper. Let's go Vamp, Mainframe Joe. And actually, hold on. Refill story mission, mission effects. So we actually do resolve this complication here. So let's see what that is. Story mission gets +1 difficulty. Immediately draw and resolve another complication. At the end of your next turn, fail the current story mission and discard this card. Stealth and Recon. You get that. Maybe? Yeah, we got Stealth and Recon over here. Okay, so let's go against the Cobra Trooper. We got Mainframe Joe. Service Rifles. So we're rolling 3 on 1. No, I'm sorry, we're rolling 6 on 1. Because this is any one skill. We got it. Easy. Easy peasy. Cobra Trooper goes back over there. Let's use Proximity Mine to discard this and resolve another one. Martial Arts or Marksman. At the end of your turn, +1. Alrighty. Well, that's fine. We basically traded the same effect. However, I have more Martial Arts in my deck than I do those. So we have Jinx coming up, and she's all about the martial arts. Oh wait, hold on. I have to buy. Oh, and I have a lot of money. Let's go. Okay, this is cool. So we have 8 money. We're gonna take Spirit and Freedom. This does help us get rid of this. It also helps us get rid of here. So that's 5. This is going to fill in. For 3, discard 1 complication attached to the story mission for a rocket launcher. I mean, yeah, let's take that. We got an ace. Okay. 2, 4, 5. At the end of our turn, increase threat by 1. The end of your next turn, fail a current story mission and discard this card. Ugh. Everything ramped up a little bit. Marksman and vehicles. I think we have to take care of the sea assault here, though. Major Blood is going to, at the start of each player's turn, draw and resolve a complication. Put Daystro into play. Oh. Also add complications from the story into your turn. Yes, thank you. Oh, it's at the end of each player's turn we draw a complication. I did it at the beginning of the turn. Okay. So at the end of the turn, we'll draw this. For some reason, I did it at the beginning. So we may or may not be getting Daystro. Who knows? Or we could just go for it. We got explosive or vehicles. So if we go 2 vehicles, we can go 3, and so we go 5 total. We just don't have it in us. We're rolling 5 on 4. We can roll +2 over here, so 7 on 4. We don't have a reroll. We can discard this, so 7 on 4. But these actually come out. It's not worth it. We're gonna try and clear some of our side stuff. Uh-oh. Is the next story the finale of stage 1? The next story is the finale of stage 2. Next story is finale of stage 2. We've already done the finale of stage 1. Let's take our Vamp. Let's go torpedo. We're going to use drone strike. Choose one Joe on this mission. Their highest skill becomes a wild. We're going to choose martial arts to become a wild. So we're going to roll 6 on 3 here. Not great odds, but we're trying it. Oh, we're good though. We're good. So this clears. Vamp goes there. We're going to roll Vamp into a Cobra Trooper. So that's going to be 3. We're good. See a Cobra Trooper. Vamp goes back there. Then we got 2, 4, 6 to buy. Probably take the sniper rifle. +2 wild skill. Gain a number of hits equal to half the percentage difficulty of this mission rounded down. Then discard this card immediately. Actually, I mean, knowing is half the battle may be the right call here. Getting those guaranteed hits is... I'm going to go knowing... I'm going to go here. Cobra Trooper gets discarded at the end of the turn. Are there any conventions you know of that have a decent LCG offering? Are you talking about in terms of gameplay, or are you talking about in terms of like selling, like where they would be selling product? Gameplay. So there are the specific ones. There's Arkham Knights, there's Con of Heroes, and Con of the Rings, which are the specific conventions up in Minnesota for the different LCG games. Just Ray, hope you're feeling better. Yeah, I am. Thank you. I think I was just like, I got lightheaded, and I don't know. I think I was just, I don't know. It was weird, but thank you. I appreciate it. So those are going to be your best ones for gameplay. Outside of that, there really isn't a ton that, like, hold on, let me rewind. I would say PAX, Origins, a lot of the non-Gen Con gaming conventions are going to be really good because they just have a lot of open free play, and then you can bring and organize kind of yourself. Gen Con, the last 2 years, has had the FFG has done Marvel Champions events, Lord of the Rings, and Arkham Horror events. So if you want like structured, go to Gen Con. If you want kind of more open play where you don't have to pay to be in those events, then I would check out like Origins, PAX Unplugged. Hey, we got another drone strike. Uh-oh, we don't have a Joe. No, are we not gonna have a Joe? Oh, thank goodness we have a Joe. Ah ha ha. At the end of the round, okay, so actually at the end of the turn, we're gonna draw Daystro appears. We're gonna go get Daystro. Reroll all double hit die results against the story mission. The end of each round, draw 1 complication. Bummer. Cool. So now we are going to the end of the round. Story mission, nothing. Card effects, Daystro, we have to draw a complication. This looks similar to the legendary deck building game. It is pretty similar, yeah. In the sense it's a cooperative deck building game, yeah. This one is they're different enough. Have I been to Gen Con? Yes, I have. I've been every year since 2015. I've heard it's massive, but I want to go. Having an FFG event would only sweeten the deal. Yeah, the FFG booth is huge. They run so many events at Gen Con. That's where, you know, you get to kind of preview the new expansion. At least that's what we've done the last couple of years. They've done the massive multiplayer events for the non-Marvel Champions stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a massive multiplayer Marvel Champions event at some point. Gen Con's awesome. Gen Con is overwhelming, but it's awesome. Complication. At the end of your next turn, fail the current story mission and discard this card. It's a stealth recon. Give that over there. Threat meter goes up, and then we increase. Okay. If we ever top out, we lose the game. Explosives and martial arts. We got tracker and marksman. So we have a marksman there. Cobra Trooper gets played. Martial arts, marksman. I think I want to keep the Joe over here because we can't do anything. Oh, we have a recovery signal though. So that's nice. I think we want to go against Daystro. We have so many bad things happening. Actually, we have to add a Cobra Battalion out here to Sniper. Okay. We're going to take the Vamp against... Oh, sorry. Do we just... Or we could just go for... We could just go for it. Explosives or vehicles. We have none of that. So maybe we don't go for that. Explosives and martial arts. We don't have any of that. Let's take out Major Blood. Okay, so we've got marksman and vehicles. We're going to take a Vamp with a 2 marksman. For each side mission you control, +1 hit to the mission. For each side mission you control, +1 hit to the mission. Actually, no, we can just take out the... I think we can just... Okay, no, actually check this out. I think we can just clear that, which maybe we don't actually want to do. This is Baroness comes into play. What does Baroness do? Is that worse than drawing complications? Story missions must be started with the leader. We definitely want to get rid of this. Okay, this is going to be cool. I'm excited for this. Okay, so we are going to start a mission against Escape on Jetpacks with a GI. Okay, we are going to commit Muskrat here because we have to have a GI in order to play cards to affect the mission. And then we're going to play Knowing is Half the Battle. Gain a number of hits equal to half the printed difficulty of this mission rounded down. I guess I don't have to do that. We're going to do it. So we gain 2 hits. We are going to play Rocket Launcher to discard this because we discard a complication attached to the mission. And then we're going with Spirit and Freedom. And we'll commit a GI as well. Yeah. Okay, so for each side mission control is +2 hits. So we hit and we succeed here. Oh, we're putting Zartan into play. That's fun. I wonder what Zartan is. Oh. So Zartan's coming in. To defeat story missions, you must match the difficulty exactly. He's a 5 tracker or recon. We're going to destroy this GI. So Major Blood is something that we need to take care of. We're going to take a Vamp with a low light, which is a tracker. Oh, hold on. We're going to play Recovery Signal to pull Muskrat Joe back and Spirit and Freedom back. Okay. So here's what we can do. We have a tracker or marksman. We could roll 3 on 3 here. I don't think that's good. I don't like that. We could roll 3 on 2, which that is okay. That's okay stats. We could roll 4. I guess we could roll 6 on 2 because we have trackers here. We could roll 6 on 5. Don't love that. Or we could risk it, roll 3 here and then 3 on another one. Or we could roll and take out the Cobra Trooper. I think I want to take We're gonna take it one at a time. So 3 here. Nope. 3 here. Actually, let's go here. Yep. Okay. That is a vehicle, so that's nice. I always thought Zartan looked cool, like a death metal band member. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. He trades that sword in for a guitar. I'm going to trash that with our comms. Flip into clutch. For each other, Joe with vehicle skill on this mission, +1 wild. We have 6 to spend. We could take ace and clutch. Actually, that sets us up to kill Major Blood really easily. We may that may actually be what we just need to do. I don't love it, but like at some point we have to set up a vehicle play. Let's buy ace first. Spend 4. This is going to fill in. Inspiration. Each player reveals a leader from their hand, draws a card. We'll take a 3 here. And we got the +1, +2 wild skill, +1 vehicles, +2 tech. At the end of our turn, we increase our threat here. 2, 4, 5. Oh, at the end of your next turn, fail. Okay, cool. Well, this is going to come in. Baroness is going to be put into play. And this has 2 complications on it. This is our final mission here. It has +1 difficulty for each one in the success pile. So that's 2, 4, 5. So we're looking at a 7. Defeat all Cobra battalions in the lineup on its success. That's pretty nice. Speaking of, Major Blood's going to put one into play. Shuffle the Cobra officers and put one into play at random on a failure. Well, that's a pretty decent hand. Cobra officer comes in. We may just take the fail. We may just take the fail here. We can roll 3 on 3. We don't have any modifications to it. If we take the Skyhawk, we actually can take a 5. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll take the Skyhawk with Muskrat on the Sea Assault. So it's a +3 vehicles, +2 recon. We have stealth, so we're rolling stealth and recon, so that's 5 total dice. Blood, Destro, Baroness, and Zartan all in play is rough. Yeah, it's not great. Oh my gosh, look at that. We would have saved the world if we tried to on that one. That gets discarded. Then Skyhawk, since it's not the vamp, goes in our discard pile. Okay, that's going to be the end of the turn. We have 2 money, but we're actually just going to hang on to that. We got +3 recon, +2 wild skill. Does that help us with anything? Zartan is recon. Not really. So we're going to... Yeah, we're just going to hang on to our drone strike. And then draw. Torpedo Joe. Diffuse. Comms. Deep 6 Joe. GI. Alrighty. That's nice. Story mission? Nothing. To defeat story missions, reroll story missions. Nope, we're good. Threat meter, we're gonna add a Cobra battalion. Uh-oh. Oh, I put all the Cobra battalions over here. So Cobra battalion there. Let me increase this by 1. Okay. Our turn over here. Cobra battalions are getting a little risky. Remember, if we ever have to place a 6th Cobra battalion, we lose the game. So we don't want to do that. But we can actually clean up pretty nicely over here. We got the Cobra Trooper there. We got vehicles. We can. Oh, we're gonna take out Major Blood. Let's go. Let's go Vamp. We're gonna go Clutch and Ace. So that's gonna be 4, 5 on Major Blood. That's really not that much. Vehicles and Marksman. We're gonna commit Deep 6 Joe here. So that's gonna be +2. So it's 2. Oh wait, and no, this is actually 3, 6, 7, 8. Because it's each other Joe with a vehicle gets +1 wild. So 2, 4. That's actually all of our dice. 8 to 4. Come on. There we go. Nice. We're good. That's big. Vamp goes there. This gets discarded. Yeah. We're going to take the Vamp, Jinx, and a GI on Overwhelming Force for 5 dice on 3. Okay, we got 4 successes there. So we get to discard that. And we'll trash this GI. We got 3 that we can spend. Let's take the Ram. Stalker Joe, 3/3 tracker martial arts. Stalker's the only Joe on the mission, +3 wild skill. That's pretty hype. I assume that is just like so awesome for those who understand and know the IP. Nothing at the end of our turn. 2, 4, 5. Nothing at the start of our turn. We got stealth and martial arts. I think at this point we need to start taking care of some of those Cobra battalions. We need to claw our way back from the Cobra battalion. I am playing two-handed good guys. Yes, that is correct. Yeah. Does Daystro add? Yeah, he does. He does. So I needed to draw a complication at the end of my turn over here. Each player shuffles a Cobra Trooper into their deck. So we're gonna shuffle and draw 5 here. Good catch. Thank you. Yeah. I wish there was an icon or something that said like, hey, this is end of round trigger or something like that, right? Like there's a way to identify that. Daystro is tough. Yeah, we need to... Forgot about the complications, so we have to draw those each round. Actually not sure what these are. I'll put those there. Okay, so Daystro, some martial arts, explosives. We can roll 6. We can roll 7 on 5 on Daystro. 8 on 5, I guess. I feel like, oh my gosh, I feel like we have to take him out. But he may just come back with the complications, honestly. And I feel like the Cobra Battalions are a pressing issue. I think we have to do that. A reminder symbol would be very helpful. Yeah. Like end of round, start of round trigger, like color border or something. Is it like one of my complaints about the game is it's just I'm looking right now at just a wall of text, and it can get kind of complex to remember when everything kind of triggers. Okay. 100%. Almost need tokens to fill a gap. That would be good too. That would be really good. Yeah. Alrighty. Okay. Daystro is drawing his complications. We have to go after the battalions. Let's go Vamp. Torpedo Joe. We'll roll 6 on 2. Well, actually, hold on. We could Drone Strike Daystro. Roll 6 on 5. 7, 8 on 5. What if we roll 8 on 5? Do we have... We don't have any modifications. I think we're just going to have to suffer through Daystro one turn. So let's roll... Let's roll 6 on 2. We would have easily destroyed Daystro. So that kills this Cobra Battalion. We're going to play Diffuse. Reduce this by 1. I think we're going to take the Ram with the GI on another Cobra Battalion. So if it's part of a... So we get +3 recon. We're going to go 4. And we got the success there. Kind of cleaning that up. We've got 2, 4, 5. Actually, I'm going to have destroyed that one, I guess. We're not going to kill the GI, but we're going to buy the sniper rifle. Ooh, okay. Alrighty. Yeah, we got this. Tunnel Rat. We're going to hold on to comms. And we're doing end of round stuff. So story mission doesn't have anything. This draws us a complication. Story mission, you cannot use utility cards to affect this story. Okay. Then threat meter adds a Cobra Battalion. And we increase this by 1. Cool. We don't have a lot here. I think we need to start killing some of these Cobra troopers. Never drew. Okay. Let's take a Vamp. Let's roll 3 on this one. The dice giveth and the dice taketh away. Ow. Oh, that's tough. I got 2. I don't know if I'm buying anything here. I don't think... Service rifle could be kind of nice. But I mean, like, we're looking at... I don't hate the deck. We just have so many Cobra Troopers. We're actually going to take a service rifle just because of how many Cobra Troopers we have. Okay. Wait, hold on. I'm going to hang on to the diffuser. Because you can set aside with the reserve. I love that mechanic. In the 1 and 2 player games, you can set aside a card from your hand for next turn. Such a cool balancing mechanism. It's so cool. Okay. 2. Hey, Cobra Trooper. Oh, give me a Joe. Give me a Joe. Okay, cool. We at least have a Joe. Ugh. Need more Joes. Alrighty, over here. We could upgrade Lady J. She becomes a tech tracker if there's a utility in play. +1 wild skill and draw a card. We'll probably do that. I think that's definitely worth it. We got explosives and martial arts. We can roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on 5 on Daystro. I think we're just resolving another complication, unfortunately. Cobra Trooper's going to come out. Let's take a Vamp with a Lady J and GI. And we're going to take on a Cobra Battalion covering the C. So we're rolling 3 dice. Oh, we got 4 successes. Let's go. Yeah, design your next hand with the cards you buy plus the reserve. It's really cool. Yeah. We're going to hang on to the GI because I want the money. We're going to take a Vamp GI against the Cobra Trooper here. Haha, we got the success. Let's go. I was not expecting to get that. We're going to go ahead and just play the sniper rifle. We'll hang on to comms, but we got 6. So we will swap and upgrade our promoter leader. Two, 4, 5. Ooh, we got explosive tech tracker. Okay, we're feeling better. There's a utility in play. What are utilities? Are utilities? I should definitely know this. This is my asymmetrical power. Are they the white or the black cards? I think they're the white cards. Or actually, no, they're the gold cards. They're the gold cards. Yeah. They say utility on them. That makes sense. Okay, so story mission, nothing. We're going to draw a complication from Daystro. At the end of your next turn, fail the current story mission and discard this card. It's coming in with a tracker. We're going to take it over here. We got a +3 tracker. We're not going to be able to take out the Cobra Troopers. No, we're going to give it over here. Because we also have a tracker over here. I need to kill some Cobra Troopers. Okay. Threat meter. We're going to add a Cobra Battalion. And we're going to increase this by 1. Alrighty. These two come into play. We're going to Vamp low light. We're going to take on a Cobra Trooper. So we're rolling 4. 4 to 1. There we go. Nice. There goes the Cobra Trooper. Clawing our way back out. I'm going to diffuse. And I'm going to hang on to second effort. So that's going to be 3. Which we're not going to buy anything. Duke, rocket launcher, GI, comms, Cobra Trooper. Yeah, we're just getting clogged down with those Cobra Troopers. It's tough. Okay. It's our turn over here. Cobra Trooper comes in. We got tracker here. We definitely want to take care of that. We got explosives. No, we're gonna work on some side missions still. So let's go 3 tracker. If there's a utility in play, there's not, but we do want to start buying utilities. I should have been thinking about that. That's on me. Let's go 4 to 2. Come on. Oof. Oh. We'll second effort, re-roll a dice. Yes, let's go. Okay. That was very close. Okay, Vamp goes back. Kind of want to run. I want those utilities now. Actually, let's go comms. Let's explosives, recon, tracker, martial arts. Let's trash here. See if we can get a. Oh, the killer whale. That's cool. Alrighty. Yo, how's it going? Are you winning? No, I don't think so. I think we're we're slowly drowning in quicksand. Where, like, we haven't accepted the loss yet. We still think we can claw our way back out, but I'm not sure how realistic that actually is. Yeah. We're gonna vamp Lightfoot explosives. I want to go against that Cobra Battalion, but if we fail, we fail. I think at this point we're gonna go against the Cobra Trooper. If I roll 2, I'm gonna be mad. Okay, sweet. We got 1 Cobra Trooper. Sweet. We got 4 that we can spend. We're just not gonna spend anything. How are you doing, Ryan? We have to kill Daystro. I forgot about Daystro. Ah, we have Jinx. Where's Jinx? I need to draw Jinx. Okay, so we're gonna resolve a complication. Oh, we need to take out Cobra Battalions. We're drowning. At the end of your next turn, fail the current story mission and discard this card. It's a tracker. That goes there. We'll give it over here. Okay. What's the story mission? The story mission, the story mission is any 1 skill, and it's a 7. We cannot use the utility to. But if we succeed, we get to defeat all the Cobras. But we have to match the difficulty exactly, re-roll all the doubles, and start it with a leader. So we have some things to do before we go into that story mission, unfortunately. Okay, so the Cobra Trooper comes here. We could go recon. We have no recon. Why do I only have 4? Oh, yeah, because it was the yeah. Explosives or martial arts? We got, oh my gosh, I feel like I have not built my deck well here. I did not do this. I feel like Cobra Battalions are an issue. We don't have any GIs that we can pull with Duke. We only have 4 money. Yikes. We can roll 3 on 2. I think we have to roll 3 on 1. We could use the Skyhawk. If we use the Skyhawk, we can roll. Could probably take out Zartan with 2, 4, 5. No, we absolutely cannot. But we reroll a die. I think we're gonna take the Skyhawk on this Cobra Battalion. So that's gonna be 4 recon on 2. We're gonna go 1 GI, so that's 5. 5 on 2. We got it. Okay. We're going to trash this GI. What are your thoughts about Elder Signs versus Arkham Horror? I've only played Elder Sign on the app like half a game. And are you talking about Arkham Horror the LCG or Arkham Horror the board game? We're gonna hang on to comms. We're going to play Rocket Launcher and discard this story. Complication. We got 3. We're going to hang on to second effort. We're going to cycle Killer Whale into Leatherjack. Our 3, we're going to buy the Shark. The LCG. I would say the LCG is going to be significantly more replayable. I have not played Elder Sign that much, but LCG is an incredibly good game. Alrighty, 2, 4, 5. Let's go. Come on. There's martial arts and tech. We got a reroll. I think we have to take on Daystro here. We have a tracker. We fail the next story. Ugh. Is Sergeant Slaughter in this game? I don't know. That may be a question for Angus. Oh, okay. None of these have tech either. We're gonna take a shark with a GI. So that's gonna give us 3 plus 2 tech, so 3. I'm gonna play knowing it's half the battle to get a success. So we're rolling 3 to 1. Shoot. Okay. Well, that's kind of exciting. I guess we'll play Recovery Signal. We'll return GI to our hand. We'll take a Vamp against a Cobra Battalion. Or actually, we can try this again. We're going to try it again. So we're going to go 2 against 2. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That's huge. Ooh. Okay. This mission fails, you can defeat one side mission control as Leatherneck. He's a marksman. We're going to trash both of these GIs. I'm going to spend 2 to buy Disarm. Two, 4, 5. Story mission, no card effects. We're going to resolve in a complication. Cobra Trooper into our deck. I have to get rid of Daystro. No Sergeant Slaughter, unfortunately. Is he in one of the expansions, do you know? Okay. Threat meter, we're going to add a Cobra Battalion. And increase this. Okay. These dice can be brutal sometimes. Some players say to play with the mission critical dice, which have more successes. We were talking about that on the stream earlier today. I thought that was super interesting. I don't think I'm going to go buy mission critical dice, though. Yeah, Cobra Trooper. Okay. Let's mess Daystro's life up. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Ramgum's here. So we're going to take on Daystro with the Vamp. we're going to commit Jinx for a 4 martial arts. We're going to commit Lightfoot for a 3 explosives. Right now we're rolling 7 on 5. We have a re-roll. There's a utility in play on this mission, +1 wild skill and draw a card. We don't have a utility, and I think I need to keep that. I don't want to roll 7 on 5. It's effectively 8 on 5. A little bit better than 8 on 5. It's just not good. 5 is such a high thing to hit. I'm going to commit Clutch to go 8 on 5. Come on. Oh, look at that. 2, 4, 5, 6. That was clutch. So Daystro goes over there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. I feel like we have to take out a Cobra Battalion. I feel like we can't focus on the Cobra Trooper. That's like the crux of the issue right now, right? Because we have the Cobra Battalions are lining up. We've been killing those, which means that Cobra Troopers are like clogging our deck. At least we got rid of Daystro. That's nice. Let's go vamp into mainframe. We'll go 5 on a Cobra Battalion. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I have a 6. That's pretty exciting. I think we're gonna go for Tunnel Rats, Explosives Recon. I like that. Scuba Gear. Target player draws 2 cards. That's nice. That's really good. We also haven't seen... Oh, I guess this is a tank. Let's go here. Let's go on that one. So let's roll 5 on 2. Oh, let's go. And then we're going to buy Tunnel Rat. We're going to pass off that to the next turn. Two, 4, 5. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Feel like we're getting somewhere. There's a utility in play this mission. Draw. If you defeated a Cobra Battalion this turn, draw a card. Can I just play Disarm? Anytime, I guess? We have a tech tracker. Tracker's there. Tracker's there. I think Sergeant Slaughter could be in Raise the Flag, which just came out. It's all the first campaign. Oh, there's a campaign expansion. That's cool. I don't think I knew that. That's cool. I feel like I think it's time to go for Tracker. We go here on Zartan. But we don't have... Yeah, I mean, like, this is the time to do it. So we'll probably put Disarm. Got lift ticket. It's like, if I want to kind of go after a side mission, because then I can reduce the threat. We're getting into red, which is not great. Actually, you know what? We have the red ability here, right? Yeah, draw 2 cards. So we're not going to reduce the threat. Let's go against Baroness. Let's go Vamp, Lady J. We're going against... actually, Zartan. Sorry. We're going against Zartan. To defeat the story mission, you must match the difficulty exactly. So we're taking Tracker against Zartan. We got 3. We're gonna go +3 for each side mission you control, +1 hit to this mission. We don't control any, unfortunately. So that's 6 to 5. Let's drink, Guarismo. Good call. Six to 5 is so tough. I feel like if we go on it, we just get an automatic hit with the Cobra Trooper. And if we lead with Spirit and Freedom, but then we're not like doing anything. We do have a reroll. We don't have a reroll over here. So I think I can play this utility at any point, right? Or does it have to be a mission utility to do it? I'm rolling 6 on 5, which is not good. If I go here, it doesn't work. Let's go against the Cobra Battalion. So let's go here. Any one skill. We'll choose Tracker. We're rolling 3 on 2, which is not even any better. Team, I think we're in trouble. Wonder if Sergeant Slaughter would be a separate license because of the guy who continued it in wrestling, like Mr. T. Oh yeah, maybe. We got 2. I kind of want to play this. We can get 4. We can take Leatherneck, which is marksman, which does not help us actually. This mission fails. You can defeat one side mission that we control. Covering up inspiration. We could just try and grab inspiration. I think. When can I play text? Or when can I play utilities? I don't think that this is going to tell me what to do, but can I just play a card whenever? Utility cards represent the inspirational fighting spirit of the G.I. Joes. Gear cards, yep. It can only be played on your own turn. So yeah, we can play it if we want to. Hey Brian. Renegade seems to have the license for Sergeant Slaughter since he's a mission critical G.I. Joe. Okay. How many missions have I done? This is mission 6 here. Or I guess story mission 6. Okay, so I'm just going to play this. We're going to draw a card. Okay. Cobra Trooper. That did not help. But I get +1 wild skill, so it's going to be 4. So we can go 7 on 5 with a reroll. 7 on 5 with a reroll. I don't love it. I guess I haven't I probably should have determined what I was committing to first. We're going to go against that one. So we're going to go 4 on 2. Got him. We're going to hang on to Diffuse. We got 4. We're going to take Inspiration. Halo Jump. Nice. The campaign has an aircraft carrier, USS Flag. You build for the tabletop, which you can upgrade and protect from damage. Has branching story decisions for the campaign. Sealed camp. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Tough situation. Zartan is the worst because of his effect. Yeah. Yeah. Zartan's tough. How much higher of a difference do you need to feel comfortable? I'm usually looking at 67% of the target value. Or I guess, like, I want the target value to be 67% of the dice that I'm rolling. Right? Because it's 2... We get 4 successes out of 6, which isn't perfect, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. So if I'm rolling on 10, I want 7. Or if I'm rolling on 7, I want 10 dice. It's very loose. And it changes based on where the game state is at and how much I want to be risking or letting go. Okay. So we're at a Cobra Battalion. Increase this into the red. Okay. But that's fine. Cobra Trooper. Let's go Vamp. What do we draw? She's not supposed to be in there. Okay. We're going to go against Zartan. We're going to go Tracker or Recon. We're going to go... Are we? We really are not. Oh, yeah. Ooh. We're going to go Recon. We're going to go Recon here. So let's go 2 on Recon, starting Zartan. We are in the red, so we get to draw 1. And a second card. Okay, so... We got 2. We got more Recon over here, and we can commit a +1 hit if we absolutely need to. Or, honestly, if we draw another Cobra Trooper, that could be nice. We got Jinx. Okay. So we're going to commit Deep 6 here. So that's 3. So we are at 2, 5 to 5. We have a reroll. We're going to commit this. This is Tracker, where we're going Recon, so we get 1. So that's 6, and we get +1 hit because we have a side mission. So now we're going 6 on 4. We have a reroll. I think that is about how risky I can be. So let's go 6 on 4. Let's go. Let's go. That's exactly 4. Beautiful. That goes over there. Okay, the Vamp comes back here. Story missions must be started with the leader. We don't have a leader, which is fine, because I don't think I'm starting a story mission. I want to... Let's go Vamp on the Cobra Trooper with Ace. So that's going to be 2 on 1. We got him. Here's our tempo, team. Here's our tempo. We're going. We're getting it. Let's go Vamp Jinx on a... Oh my gosh, we have so much money too. We got 2, 5, 6, 7. We potentially have 11 money. Hype. I think we want to go... Probably the Tomahawk. So... Or the Scuba Gear. Scuba Gear's really decent. So let's go here. We're going to go Service Basic Rifle Jinx. We're rolling 5 on 2. We got it. Let's go. We're going to hang on to our reroll. Proximity Mines. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 11. We're going to take a scuba gear, flip into all in, ignore the results of one die roll, reroll a mission dice. Okay. Do we take the tomahawk here? Or we don't have vehicles in this deck. I'm thinking that I may want to take like lift ticket. No, we do have vehicles, and we actually have synergy with vehicles. We're taking lift ticket here. So that's 8. We got Ripcord. When Ripcord defeats a side mission, -1 threat. He's a 2 wild. We're taking Ripcord. That's our 11 money spent right there. I feel really good about that. Okay, we got Ripcord, lift ticket, scuba gear, service rifle, rocket launcher. Woo! Nice. We have to kill the Baroness because, or else we need to figure out a. Ripcord is so, he really is. He seems really, really good. We're gonna go out after a side mission. Do we have a leader over here? We don't. I think we're gonna go after a side mission with our ram, because I want to start. Oh, we got a Cobra Trooper. That's a great side mission to go after. Let's go ram with the GI. So we're gonna be rolling 4 on the Cobra Trooper. We got him. There goes that Cobra Trooper. Ram comes over here. We're going to toss the GI. I'm going to play Diffuse to reduce our threat. Got a comms. We're going to toss Leatherneck. And see, we got the Strike Striker XP14F. +2 stealth on a airplane, or on a plane test. We get +3 wild. It can hold 2 Joes. We got Inspiration, which leaders in there. I think if we just go, we're just gonna hang on to Inspiration. I had that toy as a kid. Oh, that's really super nostalgic. I love that. That's hype. Nice, nice. Or we could take all in. Ignore the results of the die roll. Reroll all mission dice. We're gonna take all in and play Inspiration for that. Okay, 2, 4, 5. Threat meter, Cobra Battalion comes out. Increase. Oh, we got the AWE striker. The leaders on this mission +2 wild skill on a tank mission, +3 marksman. And it can carry 3. That's pretty decent. Alrighty. Stealth and tracker. Or start with the leader. We may just like leave Baroness out there. We don't have a leader, so we can't start it, unfortunately. Do we have... Where's our leader? We have our leader in our discard pile right now. There are leaders that are not your starting leaders. And so there is that. But I'm wondering if we... We're just going to clear some side missions, I think. Got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We're 2 hands minimum to see a leader. Okay. We don't have stealth or trackers, so let's clear some Cobra battalions. We've got a vamp. Let's go a Ripcord, 2 wild. So we're 2 there. We'll go 3 on 2 with the service rifle. I kind of really want to 3 on 2. We'll re-roll a die. Yes. What was I doing? Halo jump seems pretty good. I killed that one. Ripcord defeated a side mission, so that goes down. I'm gonna. We got. I'm trying to figure out if I want to play scuba gear. We could give card draw over here, actually, if we wanted to. Let's give target value or card draw 2 over here. Okay, I'm happy with that. We're going to set aside lift ticket. Where I got rocket launcher. So 5, 8 total. I'm going to take AWE. Rock and roll, Joe. I'm going to take Shipwreck and Polly. Hey, Mr. Baseman. Good evening. How goes the battle? We are clawing our way through it. We're down in the trenches. But we're doing okay. We're doing okay. We got our leader here. So there's a leader on the mission. We can draw a card. If we take a AWE, we get +2 wild. It's like we're really looking. Do we have a leader in our hand here? Yeah, we don't. We don't. So we may want to take out Baroness, but we could start the mission with a leader over here next turn. Let's take out Baroness. We got stealth and martial arts. Oh, we got a lot of stealth. Let's go. That's pretty exciting. We could take the Sky Striker, right? We're rolling 6 on 4. We have a sniper rifle for +2. We're gonna take. No, we're gonna take the vamp. I'm gonna take the normal vamp. We're going to go muskrat. We roll 5 dice. Each double. Oh my gosh, we got 2 hits on the double. Let's go. So 2 hits here. I'm gonna commit a GI and a torpedo. Ooh, we're not gonna commit the GI actually. Just the torpedo. So we're rolling 6 on 2. We're not gonna commit over here. 6 on 2. Let's go. There goes the Baroness. Some nice little tempo. Okay. Now we're going to use the Vamp GI to take out this Cobra Battalion here. So it's a 1. We'll play the Sniper. Roll 2. Oh my gosh. Oh no. We're going to ignore the die results and re-roll all mission. There's 1. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're going to second effort re-roll one of these. No, come on. I just rolled 7 dice and got 1 result. Yikes. We're going to hang on to drone strike. Wow. Okay. Well, there we are. So 2, 3, 6, 7. We got recon and marksman. We got recon. We're going to grab rock and roll Joe. For 6. Okay. Yeah, right? And we have the drone strike. Okay, we got one. We got this. Because now we can take on that mission. We have a pretty good path to it. It's a total of 7 is what we need. We haven't seen the complications yet, but we're going to defeat all the Cobra battalions whenever we do beat it, so that's nice. Rock and Roll was one of my favorite Joes growing up. Nice. He's cool. He's really cool. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got All In as well. We got Drone Strike. We're feeling good. We're feeling really good. Okay, end of the round. Threat meter adds a Cobra battalion. And increase this. Nelson, what would your G.I. Joe name be? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. Ooh, that's a fun question. I have no idea. Huh. I have to think on that one. Oh, it's David. Oh my gosh. Hey, David. How's it going? Full Nelson? Yes, 100%. That's exactly what it would be. Neuralink Nelson? Ooh, that's fun. A Neuralink Nelson is fun. I like Full Nelson. I feel like Full Nelson is cool. Nice to see you, David. Have you played this? Have you played this game yet? I assume yes. I like the alliteration of Neuralink. I do too. I do too. But Full Nelson has its... You have not? It's good. It's very, very good. I'll bring it. I'll bring it. It's just... I was a little skeptical going in because G.I. Joe is not like my favorite IP, but like the mechanics are very solid. Okay, so we're gonna start this mission. Let's do it. We're going to go with the AWE Striker. We're gonna start it with Duke. So if a leader's on the mission, we get +2 wild skill. We get +3 marksman. Because we are on a tank here. Oh, we also have marksman here. Let's go Rock and Roll Joe. So we have that. And let's go... Lift Ticket Joe for our final. If there's a leader on the mission, which there is, we get to draw a card. Which is Low Light Joe. Let's go. Okay. Here we go. So we're going marksman. So we have 3, 4, 5, 8. We're going 8 to 7. We're going to choose a Joe on this mission. Their highest value becomes a wild. So we're going to choose here for recon. And that's going to be +4. So we're going 12 to 7. And we have an all in. I feel good. I feel good. We got 8 here. We roll 4. So we get to roll 4 more. Wait. I said 12, right? 4, 7, 9, 10, 7, 8, 9, 12. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that, team. We got it. Let's go. Oh, is this the Renegade frame? Yeah, it's the Renegade from a couple years ago. Yep. Yeah. New to me, but it's not super new, but for whatever reason, it just started creating some buzz in the Discord. And I was convinced to pick it up. Okay. Oh, we never did the complications. Hold on. At the end of your turn, +1, explosive or vehicles. I'm going to give that over here to this. And then we've got, put Daystro into play. He's back. No. We cycled too much. We roll all double hit die results against the story mission. Okay, so we're going to reroll these. Oh, no. Okay. I'm going to reroll these. Okay, so that's 2, 4, 6. Which is not enough. So we're going to play all in. And we're going to re-roll 12 dice. I think we got a copy, but I haven't played it. Are you going to get any altered played on stream? I don't know. I think maybe. It's on BGA, so I should do it on BGA. I know Ryan said that he was... we were going to try and play. Been doing a lot of unlimited. Okay, let's re-roll 12. We're re-rolling all doubles. So we got 1, 2, 3. Re-roll the double. And we roll 4. Re-roll that double. Okay, so we only got 4. I don't think there's any way I can modify it. Nope. Okay. So shuffle the Cobra officer and put 1 in at random. Are you gonna yeah. I do want to play more altered. I feel like with altered and unlimited coming out at the same time, I'm having a really hard time doing both. Cobra Commander. Oh no. At the end of each round, discard all uncovered main deck story cards in the lineup. And put 1 in at random, and then this goes up by 2. Oh. Oh wait, I get 2 extra because it was a wild skill. I was at, what, 4? Okay, well, that's fine. Uh-oh. Okay, so all of these go away. Let's take a vamp against the Cobra Trooper. Got 1, there we go. Oh, and we actually get to draw 2 cards. Oh, plus 1 wild skill, just kidding. So that's 3. I defeated a side mission, so we can reduce that by 1. And we're going to choose our buddy over here who only has 2 cards to draw a card. Commander pushes through the lineup deck. In turn, loses the game if you run out. Commander pushes through the lineup deck in 1 turn and loses the game if you run out. I'm not following. I'm sorry. Oh, you lose if the deck runs out of cards? Ah, that makes it harder. We've lost this game, but here we are. Let's try it. What's the worst that could happen? We've got 3. We're just not going to buy anything. The end of each round, draw a complication. End of each round, discard. End of your turn, 1 threat. Explosive or vehicles. That is a side mission. Okay, so under the sea, somewhere hidden in the Atlantic Ocean lies another rare element. That's thousands of miles worth of ocean for the Joes to search. Every second counts. This comes in with 1 complication. Plus 1 difficulty for each mission in the failure pile. At the end of each player's turn, draw 1 complication. Uh-oh. So in order for us not to lose this round, we have to take out the Fang Squadron. So we're going to go... Explosives or vehicles. We're going to go plus 3 vehicles. With a Lady J. So that's 4 on 3. There you go. That's game. Because we can't modify. End of our turn, that goes up. Ah, so close. So close. Wow, that was actually a really long game. I was not expecting it to be that long, but it's a really fun game. It's tough. Dice were mean, but the dice were also pretty nice at some points. But yeah, pulling Daystro back out was tough because we could have cleared that. We would have cleared all the battalions. We would have decreased our threat. Woo! Hey Jester, how's it going? Wow, what is this game? This is G.I. Joe the deck building game. G.I. Joe the deck building game from Renegade Games. Ouch! Right? Yeah. No, but it's really solid. I really have been enjoying this game. Next time we come on, we may be, or with this game, we may be looking at the Cold Snap. I remembered it, y'all. I remembered it. The Cold Snap expansion, because I'm gonna break into that. But then I'm also really interested in the one, or in the legacy, or not the legacy, but the campaign. Jester solo play? Yes, you can play it solo. I just finished a game that was two-handed. And so you can, it's a cooperative game, so you can play it multi-handed. I think the two-handed probably works a little bit better, but I know that there are ways to play a true solo. I have not tried it yet, so I can't speak exactly to that. Cold Snap is really good. Good. Yeah, it's in shrink. I have yet to open it, so I'm hoping to open it soon. And we'll have to break it out. Alrighty, so thank you all so very much for hanging out. I appreciate it. I'm going to be back on Friday morning at 10 a.m. playing some Lord of the Rings. What I realized when I was editing, because I'm posting the VOD tomorrow on YouTube, what I noticed is that I played in the Dream Chasers box, I played scenario 1, then I played scenario 3. So we're going to go back and play scenario 2. But oh my gosh, thanks Nelson, thanks for hanging out. Good night. You did so well to push through, but Daystro and Cobra Commander were unfortunate timing. Yeah, got here late. See you Friday. Yep, thanks you. Alrighty, sweet. Thank you all. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a fantastic evening. Peace.